trying to talk really, really quietly because my camera right now is working. For those of you who don't know, it's busted. It keeps on saying, please turn the camera off and on again, camera error. And it makes me cry inside. Stupid Sony a6000. So I have to buy a new one. But for now it's working. And I want to go over the B-Wing. We've just got the kit reveal for the B-Wing. If you haven't seen the latest post that I did on the latest video I did on CG's post regarding Relic Delta, upcoming Relic 10, easier access to gear and relic levels, changes to marquees and game modes, all this good juicy business. Go check that out because it's a huge, huge deal. Big changes. And also why CG is doing Relic Delta. Still form your own opinions about that and I will continue to cover that. But for now, we are looking at the B-Wing. I haven't checked out the kit. I've just seen the post. Let's read it together live. So here we are, the kit reveal for the B-Wings and Fries. Chips. Yes, not those American fries. Chips. Potato chips. Alright, so the unit name is the B-Wing. It is a light side, a Zentaka, and a Rebel. I knew all of these things. Okay, so lifting Home 1. Okay, so that answers that question. It is going to be a Home 1 lifter. It's not going to the Profundity, which is arguably powerful enough as it is. Great. The B-Wing is most compatible with a fully non-scoundrel Rebel fleet. B-Wing, that means no Hans Millennium Falcon. B-Wing makes greater use of Home 1's strengths by reducing the capital ship's cooldowns, okay? It's going to have to do a whole lot more than that to fix the Home 1. Create more chances for Rebels to deal devastating amounts of damage under Home 1's master plan ability. That's the ult. If we have to survive all the way to ult, how is this going to work? Home 1 will have a new effect added to its unique ability, Band Together, which allows the capital ship to reinforce B-Wing immediately at the start of battle. I think that's not reduced cooldowns. I think that is just like, you start the battle, it brings out the B-Wing immediately. Which could be quite cool, because it gives you a +1 ship advantage at the start. Inspiration. The B-Wing first appeared in the Battle of Endor and Return of the Jedi as the mainstay heavy fighter for the Rebel fleet, and it has been on our radar to add to the Rebels ever since we added ships to the game. It's taken a long time. The original Blade Wing prototype was seen in Star Wars Rebels, flown by Hera Syndulla. Unfortunately, this version of Hera in the Galaxy of Heroes already has a ship, so she couldn't be the pilot for this one. Didn't want to put Ahsoka Season 1 Hera, General Syndulla in as it then. During that episode and in the skeleton crew, we saw a B-Wing fire its focused laser beams to cut through the enemy ships. We knew that if we ever added the B-Wing to the game, we would want to show off this move as part of its kit. Sick. Alright. Reinforce B-Wing quickly at the start of battle for a potent burst of damage across the entire fleet before your enemy can even make a move. I like the sound of that. Use B-Wing to assist as much as possible to reduce Home 1's cooldowns as fast as possible, giving more opportunities to use Master Plan. Use B-Wing's Special 2 Composite Beam Laser consecutively under Master Plan would be the most effective, dealing more damage. Okay, how do you unlock it? Marquee event starting on Tuesday. Like all our marquees at this point, the event will give out rewards daily, so make sure you come back and keep playing it every day. Who is the pilot? Since Hera is not available, we noted Captain Drogon was qualified on the B-Wing in his service record. Didn't you write Captain Drogon? So we tapped him as the pilot for the ship. You will earn Captain Drogon. This must be a very accessible ship, by means of which he's got one hand. It's a ship you can fly with one hand, guys. That's okay. Maybe he's got paddles, he can control it with his feet. You will earn Captain Drogon shards during the marquee. I mean, that's great. I'd love to earn me some additional Captain Drogon shards. That'll be awesome. I mean, on my alt account, obviously. Where does this ship fleet stand in the meta for now? The B-Wing under Home 1, starting in reserves, is an extremely potent upgrade to that fleet. Save for the big three, Executive, Profundity, and Leviathan, the new Home 1/B-Wing should be performing exceptionally well against fleets of equal investment. I'm more informed and none the wiser. So what we're saying, it can take out stuff like Negotiator, we're saying it can take out Endurance, Malevolence, all that sort of good business? Okay. Abilities, basic, Gurhill R9X heavy laser cannons. Let's check it out. Zabity. Just looks like a shot, I'll be honest. Final text. Deal physical damage to the target enemy with a 20% chance to target lock them for one turn. 100% chance if the allied ship is Home 1. Well, that explains that then. If the allied capital ship is Home 1, Rebel B-Wing games offense up for one turn. I like that. Target lock, inflict evasion down. Okay, cool. Blockade Bluster. It's the Blockade Bluster. The Blockade Buster cooldown of 3. It goes and does a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. Try spinning. That's a good trick. Okay, it is a good trick. Final text. Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict them with accuracy down and defense down for 2 turns. The Rebel B-Wing dispels all debuffs on itself and gains protection up 10% for 2 turns. If the capital ship is home 1, call a random ally with defense up to assist, dealing 50% less damage. Grant that assisting ally crit damage up for 1 turn. Is that before the damage or after the damage? If it hits a target locked enemy, you daze all enemies with target lock for 1 turn. That's quite cool. Cooldown of 3? Not too bad, truth be told. Special 2, the crew ability Composite Beam Laser, cooldown of 5. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like it. It goes zibbity zabbity, you're now my property. Bam. Okay, I like that one. That's cool. I'm on board with Composite Beam Laser. Deal physical damage to all enemies, and Rebel B-Wing gains crit damage up for 2 turns if the allied capital ship is home 1. Inflict evasion down. There's a lot of evasion down. And accuracy down and stuff like that on all enemies for 1 turn. If the target enemy is already inflicted with evasion down, ability block them for 1 turn instead and deal 100% bonus damage. Holy moly, that's good. If this ability starts on cooldown, if the allied capital ship is home 1, the cooldown of this ability is reduced to 1 at the start of battle. Like it, so you can use it turn 2. Huge. Unique tactical maneuver. Final text. At the start of battle, if the allied capital ship was home 1, gain 10% max health until the end of battle. Whenever Rebel B-Wing is damaged by an enemy, gain 25% turn meter and retribution. That's good. Whenever Rebel B-Wing attacks out of turn, reduce all cooldowns on home 1, excluding call reinforcements by 1. Okay, so it helps get to the ult quicker. So you can do those back-to-back turns and you can do the double damage on the laser beam. Whenever Rebel B-Wing gains Master Plan, all Rebel allies gain 25% crit chance stacking for the rest of the encounter. Whenever Master Plan expires, Rebel B-Wing gains Tactical Supremacy for 2 turns, which cannot be copied. We need to remind ourselves what this does. Reinforcement, stay on course. Enter battle. Grant Rebel allies advantage and defense up for 1 turn. If the allied capital ship is home 1 and there are no deployed scoundrel allies, grant home 1 a bonus turn and their cooldowns are reset, excluding call... Whoa! You get ult turn 1. Well, turn 2. That's very cool. I like this. I like this a lot. So you call him in and you completely reset all of the cooldowns. You're just like, I'm just going to ult. And then obviously you're going to gain the stacking crit chance, and then you're going to gain Tactical Supremacy. That is actually pretty cool. So to remind ourselves, Tactical Supremacy gives 30% crit damage and potency, recover 10% protection at the start of the turn. If it's dispelled, you recover 40% health, then gain advantage and foresight for 2 turns. That's good. It's a good bonus. Alright, ladies and gentlebeans of the tribe, that is actually a pretty cool fleet. I'm wondering what the starting lineup is going to be. It wants no scoundrels, so that basically just means no Hans Millennium Falcon. When we look at the scoundrel faction, there's only 2 rebel ships that are actually scoundrels, Hans Millennium Falcon and Outrider, which means we do have quite a bit of choice when it comes to what's the rebel fleet going to be. I imagine we could go in with stuff like starting lineup using old school stuff. So we're going to need a taunt. I don't think the Rebel Y-Wing is going to be on that. You know, maybe we'll go in with Biggs, maybe we'll go in with Bistan. Previously, we were doing like Biggs, Bistan, Hans Millennium Falcon to get the damage out. But maybe we're going in with like Biggs, Bistan, Ravensclaw, reinforcing then with the B-Wing so that we immediately reset the cooldowns, get the capital ship going. Maybe we have the Phantom come in. Maybe we have the Ghost come in. They're not needed in the Profundity anymore. So it gives us a few more options. Cassian's U-Wing is another one, although that's quite useful if you want to use your Profundity then to counter to the Leviathan. Definitely some cool options over here. People are actually going to start using the Ravensclaw and actually get some benefit out of it maybe. Think I'm going to need some more relic levels invested in my Biggs. He's only relic 3. I'm probably going to need a bit more juice over there because that tank is just not that great, I'll be honest. I'm excited though. That's pretty cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about the B-Wing. Make sure you check out my shaky cam footage from earlier today. And I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.